This is our remote version of the Dinosaur Show. We're going to talk about loads of things today. We're going to talk about fossils, plants, and of course, dinosaurs, like Trixie here. Boys and girls, first of all, the music you were listening to and the sound effects you were listening to just before I came on was actually not the sound of dinosaurs. It was the sounds of birds. And we've become to think that dinosaurs may have evolved into modern day birds. Some of them, like Trixie, when they were just little, may have been very downy, and that might have helped them keep warm. Another good resemblance is this. This is a foot. This is a foot of an emu, a large flightless bird from Australia, and that you don't have to walk too far from the imagination to realise that this is a descendant of a dinosaur. Now this is not a fossil, this is a real bone, but we also know that we're dinosaurs because we find fossils like this one. This is an ammonite, this one is a trilobite. We find fossil footprints like these ones here, which are a replica of the Lark Quarry dinosaur stampede that I'll tell you about later. And we find fossil plants like cycads, and that one there is known as the dinosaur tree or the Wallamai pine. So who'd like to meet a dinosaur from my own backyard in Australia?
Me.
Young man, come and have a seat there. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan, how are you? Nathan, I'm going to tell you about a dinosaur from Australia, a very, very important one. But first of all, Nathan, have you ever met a dinosaur?
No.
Are you sure? Your granddad was here last year. He was visiting. He's from Australia. He's a bit of a dinosaur, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I shouldn't say things like that. It's just as well he can't hear me unless he figures out how to use the internet. Nathan, so you've never met a dinosaur?
No.
Look behind you. Dinosaur. This is a dinosaur called a Leilaniasaurus. She is a polar dinosaur. That means she used to live down near the South Pole. So she's got really big eyes, Nathan. She's got these big eyes because she's nocturnal to help her see in the dark. And she's got a parrot beak. That's because she eats plants. So she can't hurt you. Would you like to try to give her a pat? She's a cheeky dinosaur. Will you try that again? You know what, Nathan, I have a little hint. Tickle her. Yeah. She loves it. Now you can give her a big hug. Now, Nathan, did you know she is one of only 2 species of dinosaur anywhere in the world to be named after girls? Did you know that?
No.
She's got a feminine gender name. And you know what? You know what she likes doing best of all, Nathan? Because she's a feminine. Remember we said she was a vegetarian, so she's a vegetarian dinosaur. You know what she likes doing best of all? Jumping on the heads of boys! Boys and girls, the next dinosaur we're going to meet is a Muttaburrasaurus. That's a strange name, isn't it? That's from a place in North Queensland. Now, the Muttaburrasaurus, the adult Muttaburrasaurus, was the size of a double-decker bus. Now, I can't quite fit one of them in today, but I have a baby. Who would like to meet a baby Muttaburrasaurus?
Me.
Oh, cool. Now, baby Muttaburrasauruses, their mummies have got a really big thick dent on their head, and they think they use that thick dent because it helps them oscillate and project sound. We can do that too by covering our nose and making loads of noise. Can you do that for me? Go. Brilliant. The other cool thing about baby Muttaburrasaurus was that their mummies would have to get their food for them because they're too young. They've got no teeth and they're vegetarian. So who thinks what they might eat? They might eat things like leaves. Would you run and collect a whole lot of leaves for me? Who's found a whole lot of leaves? Cool. Now what you got to do is shove them leaves in your gob and chew them. No, you don't need to do that. It's one of your 5 a day though, because what you're doing is chewing the leaves so that you can then regurgitate it like this. Do you know what that is? Blah! Oh yeah. Who still wants to pat the baby dinosaurs? Oh, I was kind of hoping that might put you off. There you go. Here is baby Matabarosaurus. Now we want to be really, really gentle because it's only a baby. Just remember, you're patting dinosaurs which eat, spew, and vomit! Matabarosaurus was a large iguanodon-style dinosaur, but out in Western Australia, in an area called the Broome Trackways, we've found footprints of even larger dinosaurs. These dinosaurs were called titanosaurs, and they left footprints which were some 4 meters in diameter. That's the size of my Jurassic geodome. Another one of these titanosaurs was found in a place called Winton in North Queensland. It was called a Diamantinosaurus. But in the same dig pit as this sauropod dinosaur was also a theropod. So 2 for the price of 1. This theropod dinosaur was the most complete skeleton of a theropod dinosaur in Australia found so far. It had teeth like this, but its real weapon of choice was its killing claw like this. This dinosaur, though, was probably too small to attack a sauropod dinosaur, so perhaps it found the sauropod dinosaur stuck in the mud and thought it'd get a free lunch. There is no such thing as a free lunch. That dinosaur got stuck too. Boys and girls, this is baby Australovenata. Baby Australovenata, unlike baby Matabarosaurus, is not a particularly nice dinosaur. Baby Matabarosaurus was a vegetarian, but baby Australovenata is a carnivore. His mummy has big teeth like that. All the better to eat you with. His mummy has a big claw like that. All the better to rip your guts out with. Boys and girls, I hope we don't meet Mummy! Absolutely crazy! This video has been brought to you by Leash County Library Services. Find us on www.leashlibrary.ie, Facebook, Leash Libraries, Twitter, Leash Libraries, and Instagram, Leash Libraries_libraries, and YouTube, Leash County Library Service.